Hello, everyone. We were like
Hey,
mad at the Roxbury it.
yeah, we always
Do
just
you
wait for it.
kiddos?
Yeah,
Do y'all watch that? Did y'all watch that movie?
the kids these. Girl, I made a joke earlier. Let's
Yeah.
just dive in. I made a joke earlier during my work meeting
Yeah.
that it didn't land. Um, so it was like, virtual, digital. What do the kids
Yeah.
say? And
The metaverse
yeah, I was just
is the
telling
thing that
Maddie.
old people say.
Yeah,
But
I was just telling Maddie here that I got a steroid shot today in my butt, and apparently that's where they go. Um, and so I said a really good work positive that I had because we go around and we say our positives every meeting.
yeah.
Okay, told a work one. My boss was very interested in that one, so it took a bit. And then I was like, but on a personal level, I got a steroid shot today, and I did not turn into Lou Ferrigno. And
And they didn't think it was funny.
when I say that, like, no one laughed, I did get a laughed react from like one person. I
Yeah.
appreciated that, but yeah,
People haven't seen
I
the whole.
thought it was funny. I was like,
I
haha,
think it's a good joke.
thank you so much, thank you. But you know, it's not a good joke.
What?
The deals at InStockTrades.com that you can get up to 50% off
Yep.
on your favorite books. In fact, Gwenpool Omnibus just came out. You can get that for like 38%, I believe. Check it out.
That's pretty good.
Some great price. Very tempted to buy it because I've been wanting it. I'm very excited. Yeah, I know. I had a great idea for a spine and they didn't take it, but it's
Ain't
still
that always the truth, though?
it's so thank you so much. It's so true. I had the best idea. Anyway, you can get that there and many more books at InStockTrades.com. I think it 'tis the season to treat yourself. That's what I always say.
Absolutely. There's a new
Get
Absolute
some lovely
Swamp Thing.
books.
Ooh.
Get some books. Yeah.
Batman Catwoman just dropped.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't see that DM cover with the wedding dress.
Oh, girl, get it.
I don't have the money.
You're like, no.
I've got MagFest.
Yeah,
Soon,
I hear you. I hear you.
But that's awesome, Mark.
Oh, love that.
Also,
I've heard that.
I'm so glad you're enjoying your salmon mug. Or your spider salmon mug.
I was shown that mug, and it's a beautiful mug. So
I talked to Kristan before I purchased it.
Also, like,
right? Yeah, sorry, omnibus.
Yeah, that was no dig to Lou Ferrigno. I just don't want to turn into him. I was just making a big muscle joke. So
Omni Maddie's fault. Omni Maddie.
Interesting. Who are you?
Who am I? Long time no see. James you've been killing it with the emoji game lately.
Yeah.
It's been noticed.
Yeah, that's beautifully perfect.
So we read a manga anthology. This may end up being a shorter video, not really shorter video, but shorter about discussing it. We'll see. But I read it online. You have the actual copy.
I do.
You can show them.
It is right here.
So this, I knew it was an anthology. I looked it up, but it wasn't what I was expecting it to be. I guess.
Same.
Now, typically, when I read an anthology, I expect there, except for maybe a Junji Ito, because it's like, here's my stuff I've made in a book.
Yeah.
Let me highlight.
Just showing some art here. I like the art.
I expected there to be like a central theme throughout.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. Now, so we picked this up because we heard about the main story. And I really enjoy the first story.
I agree. I guess the first two, right? Because wasn't there a break and then there was another one?
I guess so. I can't really tell. Basically, there's
the first character. Yeah.
The first character, yeah. So our first character, and we've talked about this before, but basically, our first character, he is assigned female at birth. And so when we start, we see him appearing more feminine and actually using that to his advantage because he is on YouTube. He live streams while he's like butchering because his dad will do the hunting and so will his friend, and they bring the meat back because he's learned from his dad, and then he would cut up the meat and prepare it, right? And so he would live stream it and wear really tight clothes, and so people really liked watching him do that. A lot of like creepo dudes are like, show me damn titties, right? But but it made a lot of money for the shop and like really helped out a lot. So that's what he was doing. But he knew that he's a man inside a woman's body, and was basically like, I want to do something about it, but my dad like isn't doing well. My mother's already passed, and kind of like, well, I'll just do it once he's dead, right? And ultimately, it doesn't come to that. It actually wraps up really nicely. And he is able to transition. I want to give that spoiler at least so people don't go in and being worried that they'll be disappointed.
Right.
But without telling you everything about it. The art is wonderful. I really, really enjoyed it. I really loved the character. I loved the conversations around it. And I thought it was a fresh take in that I am very pleased by people's reactions to his transition in his life. Because that's always, and I wanted to spoil that part, because that can be hard to read again and again. The typical coming out story, right? Where it's like, no one understands and you have to go through this whole rigmarole again. But I think it was done very well.
Not to mention, it was a nice depiction to see come out of manga, you know? Because something like, we're seeing more of these stories in Western comics, but we're still not seeing a ton in manga. The ones we are seeing have been great, but yeah, it was definitely nice to see that, especially everything that happens with his dad.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. It was really nice. What does suck about it, I think, is I would have liked the entire thing to be with that character.
Yeah, and I kind of expected that, because I was like, okay, I wasn't really sure where this is going. And I was like, okay, anthology, well, maybe it'll move to different stories afterwards that are within the same theme. And so I was looking for that, right? And that is not the case. And so I do want to preface that this story by itself, it is worth it. I think the manga is worth it for that story alone. And the story is pretty lengthy compared to the other stories within this anthology. However, I was bummed. And it made my rating lower. If it was just that story, I would have rated it a lot higher. But because the rest is so nonsensical and not at all related to the overall theme, I was upset about it. I would have enjoyed it if it was something different, but I was really not pleased with that.
I agree. And I will say, it does say on the back, a moving collection of 6 short stories that explores what must be stripped away to find the truth and celebrates the beauty of embracing who you are. So I guess in that vague sense,
yeah,
they can go along that line. But I'm with you. I would have preferred it to be all along the same like theme of the gender finding who you are, like that sort of thing. Because they did seem very disjointed. Like the other ones, I was just kind of like, oh, what?
It feels weird. There's a lot of funny ones, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it almost feels like they were using this story as the selling point. And then the rest was just whatever. And it was good. He did consult with, or I don't know if it was a woman or a man, whoever wrote this, but they did consult with like a gay journalist in Japan when writing the story, which is great. But I feel like this is like used. It was like a bait. It was like a bait and switch almost.
Yeah, and I will say, I'm looking right now, and I think about like half of it, like the first half, was that character, and the second half wasn't. So I was like,
and I wanted more with him.
Yeah, me too.
I wanted to see him date. I wanted to explore that because we don't often get to see that, and so I was hoping there would be something there, and that is not the case.
I'm with you. Overall, do you think you would recommend people getting it just for that first half?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's still very good, and I think the imagery is really profound, especially when it comes to like the dream that he had. And now when I describe it, it's going to sound like it's graphic. It's not. Where like pieces of his flesh, he dreams that pieces of his flesh are chopped away as if he's on a butcher block, right? So the parts that he doesn't want are being sliced off, but it doesn't look like bloody. It's like it's a, if you were doing that with like clay or something. And I really appreciate the way that that's done. But I feel like if you want a more complete trans story in manga, I would just say go read Boys Run the Riot.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Right?
With that.
Or like maybe X Gender. I haven't read it yet, but I have a feeling.
I did grab that because I knew you were going to mention it.
So bad.
I haven't read it yet either. So next year we'll both jump into this for sure. Because it looks really good too.
It's difficult.
It's hard. I
And
guess
there were some angles in the manga that felt a little bit weird, but I also thought like, well, they're also showing that like because I mean he was streaming, right? And there's some very booby angles.
Very booby.
I was like, well, maybe just showing how the way that that like female bodies looked at, and like the way that he was intending to be looked at, almost, and that happens also like a hyperfeminization, right? To deal with your issue. But I don't know. The story itself was really good, but I'm bummed. I'm bummed, and I couldn't enjoy the rest of it because I didn't know when the theme was going to come back, and it didn't.
I agree.
And so I gave it like a 3 out of 5. I wouldn't have unless that first story was there.
Yeah, which still overall meant you liked it, but
I did.
There were.
And I would recommend it.
I feel the same.
I'd probably still throw it in and be like, hey, if you're going to read LGBT manga, right, especially short form, I really recommend this. I look forward to reading X Gender. I want to read more autobiographical manga from people.
Yeah. Me too. I love that.
I don't know. It was good.
You know what? We should read X Gender with what's that other one? I have it. The Bride Was a Boy.
Yeah, we should. I heard really good things about The Bride Was a Boy.
Yeah, which I got used somewhere, so I'm excited. So yeah, we should do those together and have a kind of a theme show.
I would like that.
But I'm with you. I guess like if you're at all interested in what we said about the first story, which again is only the first half of this volume, I'd say get it, knowing that the rest of it is just other short stories thrown into a collection.
Yeah, as long as you're not blindsided, I think you'll enjoy it more than I did.
Right, and I was the same. I think I read the back originally, but I really still thought it was all going to be about like finding who you are in this like really specific kind of way, right? Or broad, I guess. But yeah, I think we should still like support these sort of things.
Oh, absolutely. I'll still buy a copy. I mean, I bought it on Kindle, and I'll buy a physical copy.
Yeah, I think it's worth picking up if you're interested in that first story. And maybe everyone else will find something else because they know going into it that if you're interested in like a short story anthology, that is what this is. And there's no necessarily a central theme. It's just short stories thrown together from this one author. So
yeah, because I talk a lot about one of my goals next year is to start like really curating my shelf and like what I want, and I do want a section of my manga shelf to be those like queer stories, so like lesbian experience, loneliness. I'll be buying things like X Gender. I'll probably also throw that in with like my autobiographical things, like the ADHD anthology, because I want that kind of section because I think it's really unique, and if you have people come borrow things, that's a really cool section to have in your library.
I agree.
The bummer about it, this means there's not a lot to talk about for this show. So it will be chill and talk about some other things. But we also need that coming in. We're giving us just a little break. It's holiday. Kristan is sick.
Yeah, sorry.
Hopefully
if you all
COVID.
Hear my weird voice and struggling, it could be COVID apparently. Yeah. So waiting on that test result. But it's been a day. That's why I got a steroid shot, y'all.
Woo!
And a Z-Pack.
Yeah, our long read is for Sunday. We do She-Hulk by Dan Slott.
Yeah, I need to start that. I'm looking forward to
it. We get here.
You know, should I just open this live? Live unwrapping, shall we?
Oh my gosh.
And I'll find out how much of the omnibus is what we're reading in case someone also has the Omni and is interested in like checking that out. So, you got it, right?
Just use the time. I got it.
Yeah, we can.
You want to say 2 on Sunday? PM?
Yeah, can I confirm with my parents first?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll be free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be
tentatively 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we are planning to do that in the morning. If I don't have COVID.
Yeah. People in the chat, do you have while we're talking and chilling? Do y'all have Christmas traditions? Things that you do, things you're planning to do?
Tell us.
Do you celebrate? Do you not celebrate?
Also, I want to know what everybody is planning to read for the rest of this month. Yeah. Like, are there certain things where you're like, I gotta get this done. I want to finish this off. I want to know about that.
Ooh. Mark, what'd you get in there? Just placed my order from the Omni last night. It was a brutal order of 6 books of my IST. That is
Tell us what you got.
That is nice under the jacket.
I love this under the jacket, but guess what? That's boring, y'all.
Okay,
what did we?
That's lazy.
Okay, lazy. Yeah, lazy. Give her. She deserves better.
Like, go ahead and print the full thing. Why are you doing this?
She deserves better.
Come on. I know they can do better than that. But yeah, Mark, what'd you get?
Sorry,
That's
it's
okay.
not on air.
You don't have listen. Usually it's me.
I should turn off my camera, I guess. But whoops.
No, you're fine. Listen, I've been Snot Girl on this channel so many times.
I'm stretching my spine. Give me a second. My book's fine.
I want to finish Sweet Tooth. I have 2
Yeah.
more. Oh, nice.
Oh, you can do that, Mary. They're nice breezy reads.
So Hayden's tradition: I wake up at 6 a.m., make coffee, and then watch the Christmas episodes of Buffy and Supernatural. Those since I was like 15, 16. I love that.
I love that so much, Hayden. Oh my gosh, I should watch the Buffy one. That is such a good idea.
I always watch Eloise at Christmas time every Christmas season. That's my favorite one.
That's cute.
And after this year, I'll be watching Guardians Christmas special every year, of course.
Oh my gosh, same. Oh, yeah. It's so good. It's so good.
But I always show up at my mom's house Christmas morning early because I used to do it for my nephews when they were kids. And they're late kids now. And now I have my great nephew, and he's almost 2, so it's
a little guy. Yeah. Love that. Okay. Let's see if I can figure this out.
That's me.
Here we go. You know what, y'all? You gotta be careful because, or you gotta be nice to us, rather. We're under a state of emergency in Kentucky. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's
a lot going on.
Winter Storm Elliot.
Elliot, what are you doing? Tell him to stop.
I've been trying to finish reading all my Brubaker and Phillips books by the end of the year. Also, maybe get to 1,000 reads for their. Damn, Chris, that's incredible. Hayden's going to be spending the rest of the month reading I'm Glad My Mom Died. I'm so glad you're reading it.
It's so good.
I did the audiobook. You did the audiobook too, right?
Yes.
Worth it.
Perfect. I mean, truly.
I got so many chores done.
Oh my gosh.
Listening to that book.
I listened to the whole thing at work in one day. It was incredible.
Yeah.
I loved it. Also, I want to congratulate Chris on maybe getting to 1,000. I think you can do it also. Because I had that lofty goal one year and I totally failed. So happy for you. Yeah. maybe next year. We'll see.
Slot by She-Hulk, Gwenpool Omni, Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red. Ooh, I need to get that. Absolute Swamp Thing by Wrightson, Knights of Pendragon Omni, and Batman Silver Age Volume 1 Omnibus. That's a nice haul.
That is a great haul. Important question mark.
Very nice.
Did you get the DM of Gwenpool or the regular cover? I just want to know. Just curious.
Oh, yeah, because, James, you're not far off, so be careful.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Everyone be careful.
They just closed down my place of work for Friday, so I still have to work here.
Waiting.
But,
I'm if they close us, we work from home. But
yeah, but hey, I'm glad. I'm glad to not even.
Oh yeah. I'm sure they'll close us too because Kentucky, there's so many mountain roads and stuff. So when there's ice, and because we don't get fun snow, we just get ice storms.
Yep.
So everyone just gotta charge our stuff. Hope for the best.
Yeah.
The regular cover was too busy and hurt my eyes.
You know what? I'm feeling that. I'm really leaning toward the DM. What I don't love about the DM is, Maddie, if you want to look it up, if you're curious what I'm talking about. Cool. It says Gwenpool at the top, and then there's like the square break, which I don't typically love in a cover. I'm like, we could have done better.
Yeah.
We could have done better. However, I like the cover more still.
Yeah.
And the other one is quite busy. So I'm with you, Mark. I think I'm going for DM.
Yeah.
Nice choice.
Yeah, I can see that. Got the regular cover for Gwenpool. Can't wait to read it again.
I'm excited.
Well, we at least are downgraded to expecting 5 inches of intelligence. Oh, that's good. I hope that you are staying home, Mark.
I hope you can. Yeah.
Just borrowed a digital copy to strip the flesh of it. Yay!
Love that,
That's
Mary.
How you feel about it. Thank you for validating me.
always.
And I'll have time. If I have time, I'll read as much as Dreams from My Father by Barack Obama as I can. Nice.
Oh, let us know how that is.
Yeah, we'll see if next week either I'll feel like reading or playing. I'm just like let me myself see what happens.
Just don't even make a plan, because plans are anxiety inducing, right? Just wake up and be like, what do you feel like?
Yeah.
Do you want to play 10 hours of a video game? Great.
Maybe.
Do you want to read like 12 books? Fantastic. Yeah. I don't know, because you can like blink and take 1 hour and read 12 books. Yeah. So
I'm kind of feeling like I might end up downloading Sims just to build my house And then, so I can figure out paint.
I
paint this area or not.
I love that, actually. I love
Right?
it. Yeah. And then just throw in some like alien abductions and stuff while you're at it for fun. You need some green babies going around. Yeah.
I'm thinking about all that stuff like free on Game Pass or whatever. So.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Well, you know what we could do? We're gonna be talking for we're gonna be talking for a long time on Sunday.
It's true.
Which I hope that we see you all there Sunday afternoon our time. You know, we'll try to wear some Christmassy stuff. I'll wear Christmassy stuff. And you guys can catch us up on what you got for Christmas. We can talk about some She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
And just have a casual, nice, chill time. Maybe drink some hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Be pretty nice.
You know, Reed did just bring me home some white hot cocoa today, and I am so excited about it.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you so much.
And DoorDash just brought me 3 mini cheeseburgers.
Oh, yeah, they did. Love that for you.
Gonna eat that and settle in for a night of
You're like, that's photos. Why I want to leave.
I want it to not be cold.
Fair.
To be honest.
That's fair.
But if you end up being sick and you're stuck at home and doing stuff, we can find some time to hang out virtually so you're not lonely.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Watch some One Piece.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah. It'll be pretty good. Moose, what are you doing? Yeah, trash can.
A thing you never thought you'd say.
Lord. No, I'd say all the time. So, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, and again, I want to reiterate, guys, check out the new releases, especially from InStockTrades.com. Get that Gwenpool Omni. Let's show it some love, because I've been so stoked and waiting for that. I may have to order tonight for myself, because I need to treat myself. I don't feel good. That's how it works, right? Yeah. Thank you. So,
I want that Batman Catwoman hardcover.
Yeah, I bet that's a great percentage off.
I love
up to 50%
I love
off.
the DM cover. It's got her wedding dress.
Maddie.
I love the wedding dress.
Maddie, tell Elliot you need to tell him, because he's causing everybody to have a state of emergency.
That's what just keeps buying me books. So nice.
Just come up with the wonderful reasons.
All right. Well, I hope you have a good night. We'll see you guys Sunday. Just keep an eye out. Or, check Twitter or something. We'll try to post.
Yeah, I'll try to post that. I'll try to remember.
Have a good holiday. Please stay safe, everyone.
Please.
If
stay warm.
Winter Storm Elliot's coming through, just stay safe. Buckle down, okay? Yeah. Check out where your local warming stations are. Go ahead and charge your devices. You don't need to buy bread and milk. That's so silly. Just buy things that would actually last in your house.
Right?
Like,
when stores are ridiculous right now.
When am I going to drink milk?
Truly, anyway. I can't tell you when the last time I had milk.
Yeah, I don't.
No.
I don't. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. And we'll see y'all soon.